season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They're going deep for Hill. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line.
Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Working with a 2nd and 3. A handoff as they run the counter play. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way you press the hole, absolutely perfect.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Taylor. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Bears nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas
Now
City.
after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Marshall. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Being chased out left. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off play action. Marshall. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake. Marshall. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They run the counter now on first down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. He's picked off near his own 48. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Intercepted.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the gun, Marshall. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, When I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
25-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 28 yards to gain there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. He's checking. 15. He's coming.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Hey, 57. 54. Watch the run.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives to see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run the counter. Holiday. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
The ball carrier.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him. From the gun on 3rd down, Marshall.
And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They go play fake. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. The big fella. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
At the 31-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10.
after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Butker's kick here is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They run the counter. Holiday. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Marshall. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Marshall. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 79 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Holiday. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Marshall. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Quick throw caught out wide. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Chicago.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. From the gun, Marshall. That's caught by Howard. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. To throw again, Marshall. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Off-play action. Marshall. He'll rifle this one deep right. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Good job there defensively to push him back on first down. I'm not sure if this is 4-down territory or not because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score. But you know that's not what they're thinking right now. A field goal has to be their last option.
They'll keep it on the ground. Holiday had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. His pass caught at the 4. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff looking right. Now I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
For the encore, if you know, you know.
Yellow, there's a wide 80. Hey, 15.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? This is caught, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 45 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Holiday, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
On 3rd down, Holiday, and this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, and he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. I mean, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Marshall. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Bears.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. Off play action. Marshall. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Number 30.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On third down, Marshall. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway. And
that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Here we go.
Back to throw, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. As they run the counter play. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
Third down and 6.
So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 56 to Muck, bro. 56. Check 56. Hey, watch this finish.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
Today's final.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was